If there's one thing that slows you down in your manifestation, in all of your manifestations, is actually you needing the manifestation to be here right now. And that really does slow you down. The reason why it slows you down is because you do the vibrational work, but that ulterior motive is just there. It's there, and it's what's stuck in your vibrational core, in your vibration. You're doing all this work to make something manifest. But when you do something to make something manifest, then you have your eye on, did it manifest? Is it manifesting? And so it has to be something. Your prize has to be about something more than just a manifestation. We want you to forget about manifestation and just find the dream the dream, do the vibrational work because of how it feels. Do the vibrational work because of how it feels, because of how good it feels to feel clarity versus confusion. We want you to shift your frequency. We want you to care for your frequency and care about how you feel, which means you're tuning your frequency. You're understanding that you have a point of attraction, and you're lowering your resistance, and you're raising your vibration so that you're feeling better. We want you to do all that for the real prize of the emotion that you feel, the relief of feeling and harmonizing with the vibrational version of what you want, so it's not absent anymore. We want you to realize that anytime you feel negative emotion, it's because you're not allowing yourself in that moment to be who you really are. And that's the thing. Who you really are is the real prize. You want to be who you really are in any given moment. When you're who you really are, when all of you is present, when the 2 point of attractions are resonant, so it's a 1 point of attraction, so it's a blended, then you're having a really good experience in this now moment. You see, this now manifestation is all that matters. You are a creator, and you did come here to create. But the thing is, the creations that the creator is creating can't be as important as the creator itself, because what you're creating ultimately is the manifestations, yes, but the manifestations are really secondary. What's really primary is your state of being right now. It's the creator itself. Is your state of being, and that's easy. You can create your emotional beings, state of beings right now, and you can do that really easily. You know how to go journal, you know how to go specific, you know how to do all this. But sometimes it sounds like what we're saying is just stop desiring. Realize that everything you want already exists, so you don't have to desire anymore. But the thing is, you can't do that anymore, because the more time you spend in the vortex, the more you get used to that the more you get up to speed with this high flying energy, with this fast moving current. And now that you tasted the vortex, nothing else will be enough for you. And truly, that fast current comes from specifics. It comes from wanting something and moving in the direction of it. We want you to want, because you came here to create, right? And you came here as this stream of consciousness, as a non-physical entity coming from the pure positive energy, coming from the non-physical realm. And you manifested yourself in this form that you know as you. But what you see right now as you is not all of you. Who you really are is non-physical, and you're an extension of that non-physical energy. And while you're this extension of this non-physical energy, you still are non-physical energy. And that's so important because your emotions are letting you know how much of this energy that I'm summoning am I really allowing right now. That's what your emotions are about. How much energy have I summoned as a result of me wanting this, and how much of that energy that I've summoned am I allowing in this now moment. So if you feel a little bad, then that means that desire hasn't really summoned a lot of energy. But if you feel really bad, I mean, you feel very depressed because you're not believing in what you want, then that means that the energy that this desire has summoned, the non-physical attention, is great. That's why the things that are smaller, when you manifest them, you're like, cool. But things that you really want, the reason why they really ring your bells is because you like dreaming about them. You do. And we want you to enjoy dreaming about your desires. But the thing is, we want you to dream the dream because of how fun it is. We want you to think about your desires, not to make it happen, but for the lighting up, but for the alignment that you feel, because that's what alignment is. Alignment is being who you really are. And who you really are is all of these manifestations that you call one day future, but really are vibrationally here already. So that means that you want to walk around this world, and people might call you a little crazy because they don't understand that you're really a vibrational being. We're all vibrational beings. And you just seem to them as someone who's very prosperous, someone who just has it all down, because you're not begging the universe. You know how to do this. You're not confused. You know that you're the creator of your reality. And all of these creations that you have, all of these subjects, all these things, all of these things that contrast has helped you want, are really for the fun of it. You're really just enjoying yourself. It's really so fun to create. It's so fun to want something and move in the direction of it. It's so fun to look forward, because that's all you really need to do. In order to manifest what you want, all you have to do is just continue to look in the direction of it. Because as you look in the direction of it, that's the momentum. There's enough momentum that happens. But the thing is, usually you don't look in the direction of what you want. You look behind you. And the reason why you look behind you is because you're enamored by this reality, this now moment, which is really looking backwards. When you pay attention to your reality right now, because that's the only thing that really slows what you want down. Because you know what it is, you stand here and you say, well, I feel so good, I feel so good. And usually I feel good about these desires. I know that this is vibrational here. I feel it. It's come in the form of a positive emotion. It's manifested in the form of a positive emotion. I know, I feel it. But how come it's not manifesting? And we're saying, well, that's why. Because instead of focusing on the emotion, you're focusing on the fact that it's not here. And that's usually what happens, because you're too smart. You understand how this all works. You understand that you can change your vibration, and in changing your vibration, you can feel positive emotion. And as you feel positive emotion, you know, hey, what I want is coming. But instead of, there's something, as you do it for the manifestation, then you track the manifestation, how long it's coming. It feels longer. It's like watching a pot boil. It feels like it takes longer. And that's the thing. We want you to have more fun in that I dream of it than you think you will when you actually have it here right now. Because of course, when what you want manifest, it's going to be really great, but leading up to it can be just as fun. And in fact, that's your work. It has to be just as fun, because if you're not having fun, then you're not going to get to somewhere that's going to be more fun than the fun that you're having right now. So you need to transform that. You need to feel as good as you can right now. And truly, this is your message. This is your calling. You can desire. Go rampant with your desire and find a way to stay up to speed with your desire. Don't lower your desires. Don't lower the speed of your stream because you're too scared of messing up, because you can't mess it up. You're never going to get it wrong. And you never have been getting it wrong. You've been getting everything extremely right, because even if something that you may call contrast, even if something that you may call bad, as you experience it, you're still launching rockets. You're still doing what you came here to do. You created this robust vortex, and we're just saying, if you want to get this vortex to, or these vibrations into this reality, then it can't matter if it turns into reality or not. You have to enjoy it in the vibrational form. You have to enjoy your desire so much that you have to enjoy the feeling of it, the feeling, the energy, the feeling of that the desire gives you, the lighting up, that, oh, I just feel good. That feeling has to be what you're looking for, because when the feeling is what you're looking for and you're not the manifestation, then there's just a natural momentum. You get ideas, things start coming. If people are going to look at you and they're going to say, you took a quantum leap. It looks and feels like you took a quantum leap, because that's where the big things come from. The big things don't come from, because here's the thing, is that you can, navigate the balance, because what we're really talking about is the allower that you have to be, because you already created this reality. And this is the balance that the allower really has to master. This is what the art of allowing is really all about, is wanting something, but not needing it to manifest. And as you think about it, as you give thought to your desire, is to put more of the emphasis on the emotion and not the outcome, not be invested in the outcome. And so then it sounds like, well, I thought I was a creator, but we're saying you already have created. But the thing is, when you become invested in the creation, then you know what happens? There's more resistance thrown into your path, because the thing is, it's all about your ability to realize. There's nothing outside of your vibration realization. There's nothing outside of your perspective. So you have to begin to perceive that reality, and you get so good because you know what you want and you know how to find the emotion of it. And as you find the emotion of it, you feel the momentum, because you feel how much that desire has summoned, how much energy it has summoned, and you feel how much you're letting in. And that's really what you're feeling, because when there's a desire that you're completely in resonance with, meaning you are it, because you're resonating with the frequency of that, so you are one, you're in alignment with that desire, so you're in the receiving one of that desire, the emotion that you feel is really your indication of how pure your vibration really is. And that's what's really fun. That's what's exhilarating. It's purity in your vibration, because when a vibration is really pure, it moves fast. And so you feel the speed, you feel the momentum, you feel ready to declare to anyone and proclaim, I'm gonna have this, I already have it, it's coming. And as you get more specific, the energy goes faster and faster and faster. And I want to say, that's what you came here for. You came here for that feeling. And your life is always going to be like that. It's always going to be something where you're feeling a manifestation, you're feeling a creation into being. But the thing is, we want the feeling into being to be just as fun or even more fun than the manifestation, because when the manifestation will come on the heels of finding the emotion, but most, they don't really find the emotion, and that's evident. And the thing is, when you can create things through your action, but it's just a mediocre creation. This is the true leading edge creator that you came here to be. To create those big things, there has to be allowing, but it's not hard. It's just, you have to navigate the balance between thinking about it for the fun of it and wanting the manifestation. Ooh, because you want the manifestation, you do. But usually, sometimes you want the manifestation so much that you just can't help but notice where it is. You can't help but notice that it's not here. You keep tracking it, you keep noticing it. And so we're saying, when you make the emotion more important, so that you're seeing things like, oh, it's not here, who cares? Because I can go in my mind right now and dream it. And in dreaming it, you're actually activating a vibration. And when there's enough activation of a vibration, then there is manifestation. But the thing is, we don't want you to do any of this for the manifestation, because it always screws you up. Manifestation will always hang you up. But what's funny is that when you finally find the emotion and you offer no resistance, then it comes really fast. But do you understand that you really have the power? You really are the creator. You really have so much capability and so much leeway and so much capacity to create anything that you want. You can learn languages, you can learn skills really fast. You can do things that it takes people lifetimes to, or a whole lifetime to get really good at. You can become masters of it tomorrow. You can become masters of it in a week, because law of attraction will give you whatever you're matched to. But now you understand, to take those quantum leaps, you have to become vibrationally ready for it. And as you become vibrationally ready for it, which means you're finding the emotion and you're enjoying the emotion so much that you don't even care about the manifestation anymore. Not because you don't want the manifestation, but because the manifestation is not your work. The manifestation is not the timing. All that stuff is not your work. There's a universal timing. There's a universal order of events, and you don't have to orchestrate anything. You're just the creator of you. You're just the creator of this now moment. You're the creator of how you feel right now in this now moment, and that's power. Most people, they don't feel like they can feel good, because that's what non-resistant thought is. You want to spend more time in non-resistant thought, meaning you're not doing anything to make anything happen. You're thinking about your desires because it's just fun. You're thinking about all of your desires because it'll be fun to have all these things, of course. And the reason why you want all these things is for alignment. And since you already have alignment, then now you're in balance. Now as you think about your desire, you're going to be extra sensitive if you're doing anything wonky with your vibration. You're going to catch the resistance. You're going to be very clear. You're going to be very focused. That's the thing, is you're creating, you're summoning energy, you're directing energy. You have to become a better focuser. And the reason why we say better is because fine-tuning is the name of the game, because you're not doing anything right. There's not this attitude of you're doing it wrong and this is how you have to do it to get it right, because then it sounds like do this and it'll manifest. But the thing is, if we say do this and it'll manifest, then now you throw resistance onto the track right away, because now you're introducing the fact that it hasn't manifested. And you see how in this equation, in your equation of you realizing something, you can't introduce something that you can't yet see, because when you introduce something that you can't yet see, the fact that you can't see it, it plays a really big part. So now it feels like you're trying to overcome the fact that you don't see it. And we're saying just leave it alone. Leave the manifestation alone, and don't be afraid that you're gonna just feel good and nothing is gonna change. Because when you truly feel good, everything has to change. That's how the law of attraction works, where we're just saying this is how you create your reality. You don't create your reality by being hell bent on this outcome. You don't be the creator that you came here to be. You're not the creator of these amazing big things like these businesses and these empires by focusing on something that you don't have any answers to right now. You focus on the piece that's easy to focus on, which is the emotion. It's general, and yet it's powerful because you can feel the emotion. And once you're emotionally there, then you can get specific. And as you get specific, you'll feel the power. You feel the power of the energy that you summon. You feel the perfection of your creation. You feel the perfection of timing. You feel the perfection of everything. And then you're the receiver of everything. You're the receiver of the things that you're really interested in, not the things that you kind of care about, and the things that you allow yourself to have right now because you think that I can have these right now, but I can't have the bigger things because those are harder. No, you go right for the things that you really care about, because now you understand how to do all of it. You understand that it's the emotion first, and once you have the emotion, then the manifestation will follow. But don't be worried about the manifestation, because when you worry about the manifestation, now you screw up the emotion, and when you screw up the emotion, you screw up your attraction. But you don't really screw it up. You know what we mean? What we really mean to say is, you just unnecessarily slow it down. You introduce unnecessary resistance, but now you know better. Now you know, I'm not going to introduce unnecessary resistance. I'm going to be the creator that I came here to be. I'm going to have fun in this now moment, and I'm going to dream what I want, and I'm going to let my mind go, because I'm only dreaming for the fun of it. And when you dream for the fun of it, then you're ready. Then you're open. Then things feel different. Then you're the creator that you came here to be. Then you're really experiencing non-physical energy in this body. You're experiencing the power and the pleasure of a non-resistant thought. And once you tune into the pleasure, the power is known to you. You feel so ready for all of these desires that you once called big, but now you're calling the next logical step. It's real. It's here. I feel it. And you're ready. And we're saying once you're on the brink of manifestation, you want to focus on the emotion, because the emotion will get you there. The thoughts about, okay, this thing is going to come, and looking and waiting for this manifestation in the physical reality, it never works. So focus on the emotion. Enjoy the emotion. Enjoy the emotion. Enjoy the dream. Dream the dream, because it's fun to dream, and it's fun to go rampant in your mind and to dream about the things that you're really interested in, like the way you were when you were kids, when you felt that everything was possible. And so go do that. Go dream more. And in the dreaming, there's going to be an activations of vibrations and momentum that will it won't dumbfound you, it'll dumbfound others, but for you, it'll just feel normal, because it's normal to have a great life. It's normal to have everything that you want, because that's what the art of allowing is truly about.